Hey guys, welcome. Cyber's Designs here. How is everyone? This is my segment of Craft Around the Clock, and I thought we would make some, I'm trying to think if they're rustic, vintage, they're a little bit of primitive, rustic, they're a little bit of everything. So I saw a lot of fabric trees online, and I came up with my idea, my little spin off on it. Hey Wanda, how are you? So I came up with my idea of what I think a vintage, primitive, rustic tree looks like. How are you doing, girl? Hey Brenda. So again, I love using fabric. I didn't print on this time. This is going to be, I'm going to use a transfer. Hey Tracy, how are you? Thank you for getting me in. Thank you, Wanda. Hey, Betsy. So the first thing we have to do is, I used to be a part of Chalk Couture, and I still have lots of stuff I use, so I still use my things. I'm doing really good. Hi, Maria. Just been a busy day. Gonna try running around and getting stuff done. Hi, Levon. How are you? So this is the transfer we're gonna use. This is the one I had. I think I bought this last year before I left Chalk Couture. Their stuff is really nice. I like it. I have lots of stuff I haven't even used yet. Hey Dawn, Carol, how are you? So we're going to take this. I remember using transfers. When you're using fabric, you want the sticky. When you're using wood, you don't want it as sticky because it'll take everything off. Hey Stephanie, so we've got our triangle tree. Okay, it can be any size you want. You make it you. Hey Leah. So we're going to put this transfer on. Now I'm going to keep them all pretty uniform. They're all going to have the same black ink and everything. Hey Lori. Hey Cheryl. So let me line this up. I want to get as much in here as we can. I'll show it to you. Hey Tessie. Hey, I just said hi to Cheryl. Hi Chris. So that's what's going to go on there. And it's really cute. I was putzing with it, trying to figure out, let me be me. Let me find something that's still fabric like I've seen on Pinterest, but it's got my spin on it. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Pat. How are you? Hey, Lori. So we're going to use our black paste. And make sure when you put this on, remember, a little goes a lot. Hey, Pamela. Hey, Patricia. Like I said, oh, shoot. I forgot to push it over a little bit, but that's okay. This stuff will go a long way, guys. And make sure you don't put too much on, otherwise it saturates your fabric. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Pamela. Hey, Christina. How are you? So let me keep going. And I was putzing with this, and then in the middle of the night, you know, you have that little bell that goes off. This is what I got to do. So I had to come back in here and play with it until I figured out exactly what I was going to do. I'm a last minute crafter. Hey Becky, I don't know what you guys are. I get my best ideas at the very last minute. I'm not one who can pre-plan too far. I have to, hey Kayla, good morning Becky, I have to take my time. It'll come to me and then it's mine, you know? Okay, I'm going to put this off to the side. We're going to still use more. I have two other ones we were going to do, but I'm going to do a little at a time. Now these are, they're just going to be like this. They're going to be little trees. Hey Rochelle. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and dry this. Donna's going to try to go slow. You know, it's very hard for Donna to go slow. Hi Dreams in Color, how are you? I hope y'all are doing well today. Trying to get my Christmas done. Melagene, is that what the name is? Melagene? Welcome. Hi Teresa. If you're new to me, please let me know you're new. Dreams in Color, what is your first name? I'm gonna run around with my daughter, and hey Wendy. I'm supposed to move it over just a little bit, but once you glue it and stuff it, it changes it anyway. So we want to make sure it's nice and dry. I'm gonna turn it up real quick. Black seems to saturate the most. Hi, Brenda. Oh, you cut your tree down? Hi, Vonda. Welcome. appreciate you being here. Okay, so you've got the, it's kind of a whimsy tree I'm doing, you guys. Well, I'm glad you're here, Teresa. And Pamela McDonald, welcome you guys. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do, I wanted to make sure this is really dry. You just turn it on here for a little. Hey, Sherry. Welcome you guys. I appreciate you being here. I usually don't too early in the morning, but this helps me this week and next week. And actually, I don't mind. I get up at 8. It's kind of nice to get your day going. Then you have the rest of the day to do whatever it is you got to get done. Like after I'm done here, I got to go run around with my daughter and take stuff back. And one day, I'll be able to chill. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to take, and I'm going to fray the edges. Hi, Donna. How are you? So I'm going to take my little gator, and I'm just going to fray the edges. Like I said, it's a little vintage, rustic, primitive. And this is the only thing I have, so I'm trying to make it fray out a little bit more. So you kind of got to work it. My husband's going to run out today, so hopefully next time I'll have my thing. This thing's not very good. I'm trying to get it to really fray. I just think it looks really good on these trees if you can get the edges frayed. Rose, your first name is Shannon. Is it Shannon? I'm going to remember y'all. So my goal is to just get some fraying going on, but it's not the best piece of... My first one came out beautiful, and this one is not as frayed, but this is okay. I don't want to get too much of an arm workout in. So everybody's doing good today? Now the next thing we're going to do, we are going to do our edges. We're going to take the Distress Oxide and we're going to do all the edges. Hi, Glinda. And it just kind of gives it a worn look to it, like it's vintage, like it's been in a drawer, or it's gotten contact with like water damage or something like that. You don't want it to be perfect because it's vintage. So we're going to do the back side of this. Hey, Judy. Oh, I know, it's Monday. I don't even work. Hey, Brandy. I don't even work. I'm retired and I'm exhausted because all I do is go. Hey, Cindy. Hi, Cynthia. But we just go. My world is nonstop, and I feel bad every time. It's like I want to sit home, but I don't have time to sit. And yesterday I spent the entire day out in the yard. Got a lot done, but I'm exhausted. I couldn't go to bed. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. Hi, Paula. Hi, Sissy. You guys ever have those days where you can't fall asleep? Last night was horrible. Okay, so now we have our two pieces. I'll show it to you here in a second. These you don't have to be 100% perfect because you're gluing the edges. So it's not going to really matter. Hi, Gina. Hey, Linda. If you're new to me, let me know. So we're going to start from the top. Hang on, I'm just going to try to line this up a little bit better. My sewing skills, or not my sewing skills, my skills are not that good. Cutting skills. I'm going to clip this on this side a little bit. That's why you don't need to do too much of the fraying, because the fraying is only up front. You don't need it in the back. Like I said, I was sitting here cutting and I can't see anymore. Anybody else like that? So we're going to take the thin glue. We're going to take the thin glue to this. Last night was one of those nights. Oh, thank you. So we're gonna put thin glue up in here because we gotta stuff this baby. And I find this, because you don't need heavy duty here, just take your glue, try to line it up. Not very good at that. I don't know, maybe it's the cheap glue or something, I don't know. Okay, we'll just keep adjusting it. Like I said, it's not gonna be perfect. Homemade stuff is never perfect. Now we're gonna stuff it little at a time. You don't want to overstuff it, you just want it a little stuffed. Hey Donna, hey Val. Oh, thank you. Last night I was putzing like crazy trying to figure out where was I going with this. And I like to make things my own. I like ideas that other people do, but I like to make it my own. And this is where you find where you missed the glue. The glue didn't take. And try not to pack it too hard because then you're gonna split it. I can't see. I swear I'm gonna need a seeing eye dog, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and pack it a little bit more. Got me. You got it, Ryobi? Hi, Denise. Hi, Maria. The glue molds are my favorite, guys. They're easy, fun. They don't take super long to dry. They're easy to paint. And the reason you want to go little at a time is because it's easier to fill it. Just little at a time. My hands always get full of glue. Here's a little spot I missed. I'm gonna need a seeing eye dog, guys. Okay, just a little at a time. I use old pillows I no longer use. I had to buy some of this finally too, so. And then you can make it as full as you want or not as full. It's kind of your choice. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and glue the sides. Because I got to get the stick in here. Like I say, I love it because it's different. Heading out to sub at school. Oh, have fun. Hey, Sally. How are you? Hey, Sherry. Hi, Teresa. Okay, so here's the beginning of our tree. Hi, Circle Hearts. What's your first name? Okay, so now the next thing we have to do is we're going to make our base. And we're gonna take, I can't remember, isn't this a spool for thread? That's an intelligent question, which I think it is. This is gonna be our base. And these I got from Target a while ago. They were selling little kits and you could write stuff on them. And now we're gonna take only one side, and I like to use the heavier glue on this. Okay. Then we're just going to stick this in here where we want it. It's kind of like, put it to where you want it, how high or how low you want. Okay? Okay. I'm going to try to see if I can do this because I got to still stuff it. We're going to keep stuffing it. Now, that's your preference and how much stuffing you guys want. Hey, Dawn. Now, if you like it super stuffy, that's fine. I just want it so I can make that might work better. Just get it all stuffed in there so I can glue the base. And try to get your stuffing away from your batting. Hold that for a little bit so we can get that glue to stick. Oh, really? Hi, Becky. I gotta adjust this thing. I'm still gonna have to glue some more. I miss everybody. Circle of Hearts Creation. What was your first name? Hi, Becky. Hey, Wanda. Hey, Barbara. Good name, Olson. Look at that. Now, this one's a little more stuffed than my first one I did, and I could have probably done less stuffing on this one, but I kind of got carried away. This one is not as nice as my other one. I'm going to do less next time. I think it's too much stuffing. Hey, Becky from Tennessee. I'm going to take a little, see if I can take a little of this out. I think sometimes when it gets too much, it's too full. Bring some of that down. I don't want it to be so full that it deforms everything. I'm a little crooked here. There, that looks better. Kind of got him a little cattywampus, but you got the idea. Hi, Rose. How are you? Hey, Lena, Debbie. How are you? Okay, so now we have our little tree. It's kind of primitive, vintage, rustic. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is we're going to do one at a time because sometimes I go too fast and I need to make sure I have, where my little stars go? I was all organized last night, had my stars, everything, right? There they are, they're hiding. Okay, so the top is going to have a star. We're going to add a little gold paint to it again, and then we're going to add, where is, use this paper. We're going to paint, and then we're going to add some glitter. Now the I'm using is a kind of a coppery glitter. So we're going to do the whole entire thing. It's just a simple little star. I'm going to try to make sure I get it all together. Now this glitter I've had for a long time, so I don't know, hopefully it's still good. And I kind of like the fact that it's coppery, if that's even a word. And I think it looks better. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Hey, Denny, how are you? Hi from Michigan. How are you doing, Roseanne? Hey, Patricia, did I say hi to you? I'm not sure who I said hi to today. Trying to figure out which one was the back and which one was the front. And we're gonna glue this to the top. I'll show it to you here in a second. Let me just put my little bit of this left I had. I think I found this glitter at Dollar Tree at one time and found these little containers to put it in. Hey, Alice, and these little containers really work to put all your stuff in. Okay, double check. I see a little spot here. This is a good time to go back. Catch all your little open spots. Like I said, it's a fun rustic little one. I tried to get it up up in there, but sometimes it's hard to get the fabric up in there, but it's still okay. I can always stick something on the back here and make it stiffer, okay? Now the other thing I wanted to do is I'm going to add a word to the tree, and I was gonna do Silent Night. So what I wanna do with this, we're gonna take Distress Oxide, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do our words. I like my edges to be darker. Now you can make this as long as you want, short as you want. I'm gonna try to wrap it, not wrap it, but try to sling it. Hey, Sandy. And I try to make it so it looks like an old piece of paper versus something new, because we don't want it to be perfect. We want it to look a little rustic. I'm going hanging with my daughter today, and it's like Mom, as soon as you're done, we gotta go. I gotta get to my hair. I gotta do hair. I'm rushing your mother. Okay. So now we made it look old. And this is what we want. Hey, Debbie, this is what we want. We want it to look old. So for me, I want to bring it so it sticks up. So it sticks up like a banner, but I want it to stick up. Hey, Janet, you guys liking this so far? Okay, so we're gonna glue this, but I gotta find my perfect spot for this. So I like when it's tipped in a little. Now you can do you on these guys. I just like the fact that it's just fun. This one turned out to be like a fun little project. And I want the words to stand out. I don't want the words to be, actually I'm gonna take this one. Yeah, that's fine. I want the words to stand out. I want it to be like a banner. Thank you guys. Thank you, Sandy. Hey, Paula. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Now we're gonna take on here, we're gonna add a little snowflake to the top. Now you can make this as big as you want or as little as you want, the sign. I just wanted to be the statement. And then I was gonna take this tiny little star, very tiny, and we're gonna just put that on here also at the end. Like I said, you can make it as puffy as you want or not, okay? I'm gonna have to go back in there and stuff that up a little bit. Hi, Junk to Joyful. What was your first name again? Hey, Sissy, thank you. Hey, Tracy. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is, I gotta remember what I'm doing. We're gonna put snow on here. Remove all that. And before that, I just wanna add like little jewels to this thing. Just little jewels, just a little pop in certain places. Like the ribbon has a little bow. And you can add like for the eye for Chris, if you can get your hand down there. I'll show it to you. Greeting, here's another eye. And like I said, you do you, but it's the little things that catches your attention, adding the little stuff. Now you could take it up higher if you wanted to, but I like it because now the banner stands out a little bit more. You can do you. Like it says, hi Sharon. Hi Yuli. Is it Yuli? Happy Creations. How are you? If you're new, please let me know. So now we're gonna make our snow, which is just DAP and paint and Mod Podge, okay? We're just gonna create snow. Nothing fancy, just put snow on it. This seems to work easier for me, is using this big spatula, because then I can get bigger parts done. And we've got 2 more to go. So everything just depends on my time, which I try to take my time, but it's just such a hard thing for me just to go slow. So all this is doing is just giving me my layer. Now you can go crazy with this if you really want to, but I just like a little snow because we got to make the base look pretty too. Now we're going to take our Epsom salt. Hey Susan. Hey Lisa. And we're going to glitter our bottom. That didn't sound good. We're going to glitter the bottom. And empty extra. So now we have our snow. So instead of it being just a boring wooden base, it'll have a thing of snow. Now we're going to add a simple ribbon to this. Nothing fancy because it's too small. So we're going to just make my simple little ribbon. Yeah, my hands don't do small. Okay, I'm going to do a simple ribbon. Where's my thread? Finally, I had to order some more of the that thin rusty metal, not metal, oh, what do you call it? Wire. And I know I have a whole thing of wire here somewhere. I cannot find it. It took me 1 year. I couldn't figure out where my rub and buff was, so I went and bought rub and buff. And a year later, I found my rub and buff. Hi, Tina. It was in with my Christmas stuff. Somehow it fell in there. I don't know. But it's like, really? Now, you can do you on this. Like it says, make it you. Make it your thing. Okay. So now we have a very, 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 very simple bow. I think sometimes simplicity is what you need. Hi, Shyla. Hey, Janet. Yep, that's how I do it. So I'm going to put that right here. I'll show you the first one I made. I may take this down a little bit more. I'm thinking it's going to go down just a little bit more. You know me, I change up my mind 50,000 times. I want it to be down just a little bit more. Okay, so now we have that. I have to fix his head. Questions about the snow. You put Mod Podge in with spackle. Yes, this is DAP. It's the lightweight stuff. This is the best stuff to do if you're going to do it. It's lightweight. It's easy to mix. But make sure it's a good creamy consistency so that when you put it on, it just flows. Spackle, it's really, there's really no mixture. Just make it look whippy, like kind of like whipped cream or yogurt, because then it spreads on nice and simple. I don't know if that helps, but it's hard for me to tell you because if you're a baker, you know what frosting looks like, and it's basically the same thing like frosting. So I could one day, if you want, I could one day figure it out and let you know. Everything I do is kind of like, hang on, everything I do is kind of like whatever. I've been doing it for so long. So just make sure it's really whippy, see? Frosting. You can even make it thinner if you want. But having it like kind of like frosting is perfect because then it stays. Thank you for sharing me. Hey, Judy. Becky, did I say hi? I can't remember if I said hi. Now we're going to put some greens down here. And I'll show you the first one I did. They're really fun to make, guys. And I stock up on wreaths from Hobby Lobby when they go 90 off. Like these little wreaths, you can tear this baby apart and use it for lots of crafts. You're welcome, Lisa. So just like I said, for any of that stuff, it's just like frosting. You'll figure it out. I think kind of like with everything, it's kind of like you kind of got to figure it out. I'm going to make this one just a little differently. I have a little... No, I don't like that one. So we're just going to build up some greenery at the bottom. But all these little pieces is what fills up your little spots because you don't need a ton. Hi, Diane. You don't need a ton. Did that thing came off, didn't it? Hang on. Can you guys see that? I'm trying to show it to you as I go. That thing came off. Good job. Is the glue pulling off on this? We're going to move it over here then. I guess it doesn't want to stay on there. That one stayed, I did. Let's keep going. And it's the glue is just everywhere. Just get it to settle in there. You don't need a ton. Now this one, we're just going to take a couple of the berries. I'm going to just take some simple berries. I got to get some more glue on here. Hi, Lynn. Hey, is it Alma? How are you? How are you doing, Lynn? How are you doing, Shyla? Okay, let me keep going. I'm going to keep adding a little bit more. Then we're going to add a bell to the ribbon. Okay. Okay, and move that out of the way. I gotta fix that. My bells are here. Yes, you wouldn't believe I'm organized, but really, truthfully, I am. Okay. So, now you have this. We're not done yet. And this is the first one I played with. And see, this is why I like the outside being more frayed, because I think it just looks better. But I can go back and I can still use my gator, but I'll get a different one. Hey, Dina. Okay, so that's two, but you've only seen me do one. This is my one I played with last night. And then this is the one we just did. Okay? Now, you can do smaller transfers if you want. You can do smaller transfers so it goes up higher, but it's kind of whatever you want to do. I kind of like it like this. Hi, Diane. Hey, Rose. So I'm going to put this off to the side. Okay. So the next one, we're going to do a smaller one this time. We have a little one. And all I did is, this is what you call the drop cloth from Home Depot. Best thing to do, guys, if you're, hi, Gloria. I do everything with drop cloth. I make pillows, I make everything with drop cloths and stain them, coffee stain them, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and do this one. Now this will be a little different. This one, let me make sure I got them in the right order. I did this last night, so that's gonna be the back. This will be the front. So we're gonna use this one. It's called Souvenir Postcard. I don't have a smaller one. Hi, Tamara. So where's my... You need to use a little ink thing so that you don't get ink everywhere. And then we're gonna figure out where this one's gonna go. It's a small one. And then I have one larger one to go. The only thing I ever hated about all these transfers, I never could get them off. So you figure out where, I kind of think this one would have been a fun one to have put on that one, the big one. You know what? This is going to go on the big one. I like that one on the big one. We're going to use this one on the small. This one is this one here. Hi, Gail. Okay. So, this one we're going to do a small. Not everything's going to fit, but that's okay. It's kind of just supposed to be whimsy like that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take... Just put our black on it. This is Chalk Couture Transfers. Just get your paste to move. You don't want it on there too long. Just try to get this in, out, get your excess and be done with it. You want to be able to see your image. The more you get off, the better your image will be. Okay. The thing is, I've got to remember always is to wash my stencils, because black is horrible for, let me try to cover these up with some moisture. Okay. So we've got this. We're gonna dry it. Hey, Carol. Hey, Gail. Thank you guys for sprinkling. Let's dry this. Like I said, you can do you on these. If this is just something I came up with last night. Once I dry this, we're gonna fray the edges the best we can with my pathetic gator. Thank you for welcoming them, Sherry. I appreciate it. I got to figure out next Monday is another project. I want to come up with something cool too. But I mean, these are just fun. Line up a bunch of these on a table, kind of do your own thing and whatever, and you just have a field day with these. I painted Hands Decor. How are you? And I remembered your name, and I'll remember everybody eventually. Hey, Betty. They just kind of remind me of, you know how when you buy those burlap sacks and they have some of the words on it? That's what it kind of reminds me of. Now, I want to try to print on these, but I'm not sure if it'll be too thick to go through the if it'll go through the printer. I know linen will. I know linen will go through it. Okay, so you see that. Now you can do you. Oh, thank you, Betty. Like I said, it was just something I came up with in the middle of the night. So now we're gonna fray the edges, which I probably should have done ahead of time. Now, I really like the first one I did last night because I love the way the edge is frayed. But sometimes these things don't fray the way you want them to. And I like that they have that rusted. I'm not going to do too much by here. I don't want to pull my words off. Okay. It's just to kind of rough it up a little bit so it's not perfect. And we can trim any little things here and there. Okay, so let's take our pieces. What time is it? 9:35. What time am I? What time did I start? 8. Oh, 1:45. Oh, 1:45. Lord have mercy. No, 9 o'clock. 9:45. Yes, got 10 minutes. Okay. Sometimes I forget I'm on these things and I find myself wanting to go longer and then realize I can't go any longer because it's an event. It's not me. But see how easy these are? Like I said, do you. Don't worry about doing what somebody else has done. Find the neat stuff for yourself. If you can get this. This is the hardest part, is this little area here. Getting it just up into this little spot. I had this problem last night too. I just want to get it shoved up in here. Just enough to stand up. Okay, I wish I had something that might work. Use my work. Hang on. There. It's a little bit better. I gotta touch that up. Keep going here. Sometimes wish I had a thing go off that'll tell me, oh, it's time, it's time. Hey, Tammy. Oh, yeah, that's an understatement for most women. I try not to drink too much stuff before I go to bed, but it doesn't matter. Now these are just supposed to kind of almost look like a burlap bag. And I'll keep filling it up. And we will trim the edges to this. I just gotta watch time. Go. And then as you do this, just anytime you look, make sure you don't have any gaps where it's actually open. A lot of these aren't open, but we're going to keep going. So you guys like this idea? I think it's just fun. I mean, you can do the normal like everybody else does. Hi, Snowy Crafts. If I missed you guys, I promise I will get back. Hey, Kathy, Baton Rouge, welcome. You're tuning into Texas time here. It's gonna be like maybe just 70 today. Yesterday was like 83 out. It was so doggone hot. I was outside and I was dying in that sun. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and do my edges. Still got time. Okay, now I've got a little one. We're going to use the little one in there. Bring that down a little bit. I don't need it so puffy. Now you can make, you do you. I just don't want it to be too puffy. Okay. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and glue. Never fails with these glue guns. I like the heavy duty glue, or the heavy duty when I'm putting something inside. Where'd everybody's comments go? There you all are. I don't know how that disappeared. I'm just going to put some glue on it. Find your spot. And before I put the base on, I forgot I gotta edge this a little bit with dioxide. You know me, I like my stuff. Hey, Christy. Thank you guys for sprinkling. I like them looking like little dirty sacks. And I'm hoping to, I'm really going to try hard next week to get this, my auction done. I have no room for anything anymore. Isn't that terrible? Yeah, 5 minutes, guys. And after, I forgot to look who was after me on Craft Around the Clock. I normally write that in there and I didn't. Okay, so now you see that? And we can trim all those little pieces. The beard. Hi, Tina. Beard, how are you? Hey, Tammy. So let's get our base. This is the little one, so we're going to do the little base. These little spindle things really are nice. I've had them forever. I was using them for carrots. And now we're going to put, we've got just a little bit of time. Let's get the star done. Where's my paint? We probably will not have enough time to get everything done, but that's okay. See, I took my time, guys. See? You should be proud of me. I took my time, which is a miracle, guys. You should know. It's a miracle for me to take my time to do anything. My problem is all I want to do is go fast. And not that I want to go fast. That's just Donna. Donna is Donna. Donna doesn't change. It's not going to work. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Christy. Okay, that one's a little flipper. And get that out of the way. Now let's hurry up. We got 3 minutes. Let's see, what did I miss? I've got to fix that too. I thought I got it all the way up to the top. Apparently I did not get the stuffing at the top. Kind of looks like a Grinch tree to me. Let's go ahead and start getting the snow on. And I really love these spatulas because these are Dollar Tree spatulas. Because you can get a lot done in a short period of time. And you don't have to just put a little on, just fill it up. Okay, now we're gonna do our Epsom salt. It came in a pack today. I gotta read that. Sorry guys, I didn't catch everybody. 3 more minutes. Oh, Debbie from Secondhand Treasures. Yes, she's next. I'm sorry. I usually am better about that, but I normally put it in the caption, and for some strange reason, I did not do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a ribbon. I was just going to do a simple little Christmas ribbon on this one. This one was made already. I try to use all my scraps I have around the house instead of wasting. Why recreate a wheel if something's already done? Reminds me of the Grinch tree. Hey, Cheryl. Hi, Annette. Okay, let's add a couple little shiny things on here. We'll add some greenery. I'll just do my eyes because I don't know, I can't see very well where I can put all these little glitteries. And you can get creative. Do what you gotta do. Okay, let's get his words. We're gonna just do happy holidays. We'll just do happy holidays. Let's do this real quickly. I'm not gonna worry too much about that. What time is it? We got 1 minute left, guys. You see if Donna can crank this stuff out. And then I'll take pictures and post them later once I get back home. See what happens. And the black, I really think the black makes a big difference on this. And guys, I love you. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you more than words can say. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We'll keep going. But guys, I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.